Hola, mi amigos, me llamo Marco Mac, and this is Louisiana Kentucky style bourbon. This is another company that doesn't actually sponsor the podcast.
And I'm Jordan Burns.
And remember, kids, drink responsibly. Let's get cracking with the knacking. So, before we start off the review of Dynamite, I just want to say I've got some retweets from the Butcher and the Blade.
Oh, look at you go.
A retweet and a like because I said they were going to kick Jurassic Express's ass this week on Dynamite. There you go.
Yep.
So, I said they will bring their slaughter to the Saurus. I kind of made that rhyme, right?
Yeah.
I said the Butcher and the Blade are sharpening up. So the boys like that.
Oh, you're so punny.
I know.
So funny.
Who doesn't love a good pun? I love a good pun. So we started off the show with a promo from Jon Moxley, which was the promo that he was trying to cut at the end of Revolution, but he actually had like a concussion apparently. So he was struggling to do the promo. He kept repeating the same things, but this time he did it all in a oneer. He put over how the belt belonged to the fans, how wrestling was for them, how he wasn't really the champion. I liked it. I like the difference.
I did too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the big thing I found with AEW is that it is built more for wrestling fans.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the other big company that's kind of built to appease everybody.
Yeah.
AEW is there for the wrestling fans to enjoy, and they've succeeded so far. Again, I know it's still early, but they've succeeded. Like, I've enjoyed watching wrestling with these guys on TV.
And what I liked as well was Chris Jericho when he came out and he did the tease and he's like, if Jon Moxley leaves under his own vision tonight, I'm gone for 30 days. And then he goes, no, damn it.
Yep. 60 days.
I'm going for 60 days. And then everyone starts chanting, Fozzy sucks. Because you're thinking, it's a total, WWE style way of booking. Where they're going to have Jericho, something's going to happen. He's going to lose his stipulation, and then he has to leave for 60 days. So that was a nice little twist. I liked that. I thought that was pretty sweet.
It was very good. I totally expected that to be a real thing, that him go off and go on tour for 6-8 weeks and then come back and have a chance at Moxley at Full Gear next year.
Is it film? Well,
it would be double or not. No, it'd be all out.
Yeah, because he'd be away for the 60 days. Yeah, I've got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bad. Do you know what? I'm sick of you and your bloody predictions because you're always damn right. How could you?
I know.
I was trying to find the video where you said Jericho would say it was the eye patch, which was the reason that he lost the match, and that's what he said next. He came up and said that's the reason that he lost. How did you get that? How did you guess that?
Well, it just makes sense. Well, honestly, it's just because I thought it would be super funny. Like, that's my sense of humor, and that's a great way of storytelling. And Jericho, being the bad guy, isn't going to take a clean loss, which it definitely wasn't necessarily. Like, there's a lot of shit that went on in that match, but he had to have a reason why he lost. And that was the most logical reason, because he wasn't prepared for Moxley to see out of both eyes.
It was smart. It was smart that you picked up on that and you called it. So I'm very impressed. And then the promo segment, it did go on a little bit, but it kind of ended with Jericho saying, "Okay, the Inner Circle are taking no shit anymore. We're like hired guns. We're hitmen, and we're coming, and we're going to take everyone out, or we're putting the whole locker room on notice," which was a bit of a theme for the show tonight.
Yeah,
and that was the opening segment. I thought it delivered on what it was supposed to do. It's very rare that they do a sort of WWE style start where someone comes out and talks, but Moxley was just crowned the champion, so on this occasion it made sense.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. All in all, a good segment. 4.5 pumpkins. I don't know.
I forgot about the pumpkins.
It was your idea too.
It was. I know. I'm terrible at this.
Previously on Lost.
A new segment for these review shows. And
Okay.
You've got Rotten Tomatoes. We don't use Rotten Tomatoes. We use pumpkins. Right, and that led us in nicely to the first match of the evening, which was the SCU versus the Dark Order.
Yep.
I don't even know if I want to talk about this.
Join the Dark Order.
I'm that.
No, you don't want to talk about it? Does it still hurt?
I'm actually that annoyed that you had another prediction correct.
That's another win this week for me, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
correct.
I've noticed. I've got 2 I've got 2 losses, and I've got 2 draws. This is ridiculous. So, Christopher Daniels.
Where's my belt? Where's my belt?
Oh, we'll work on that. We're going to work on that. So Christopher Daniels took most of the heat in this match, which was good, because as a whole, is he or is he not in the Dark Order? It could still be a swerve, but I think by now we can rule out Christopher Daniels. The end of the match there was a massive brawl.
Yeah.
And everyone got knocked to the outside, and I believe there was a drop kick to, I think it was Stu Grayson. It might have been Evil Uno. They got drop kicked to the outside, and that means it Colt Cabana. And you said Colt Cabana would get the win.
I did.
Damn Colt Cabana, man, did that.
Hey, you gotta admit though, like that finish to that match, like besides Dark Order losing, because I know you were upset about that.
No! Fuck off! Fuck off, man! Fucking Jordan is right again.
But it wasn't Grayson, it wasn't Evil Uno who lost, so it's fine. It's just one of their minions, who still haven't won a match yet, by the way. They have not won a match yet. But those guys eat the pin, and it was just super entertaining. That Superman pin is cool. I like that. That was a cool move.
It is a good pin. People seem to really like Colt Cabana, so people like him. So
Colt Cabana.
I don't begrudge him the win.
Yeah, Colt Cabana to me is kind of like the new age Dusty Rhodes, right?
Yep.
Yeah, like he's not
Dusty punches.
He's not an amazing wrestler. He's a very good wrestler, but not an amazing wrestler. But he's really good on the mic, and he's really intelligent and knows what works and what doesn't.
He certainly does.
And that's why he's made such a name for himself.
Well, I don't begrudge him the win, because as you said, it wasn't against one of the main Dark Order guys. And I don't know who was more furious, me or Evil Uno. He was not happy at the end of this match.
No! This is not how this was supposed to go! The Exalted One is going to be furious! And when he arrives, SCU, heads will roll!
The Exalted One will not be happy. There will be hell to pay.
Yep. Loved it.
Oh, he was furious. And so he should be. Now, a wee bit of controversy coming up here. The next match was Big Swole versus the Librarian, Leva Bates. So, straight off, let me just get my wee rant out the way. This would have been a 5-star Dynamite for me, bar this one match. And part of it was the match itself, because, and I think there's some critiques that we needed to have some more squash matches in AEW, some quicker matches, because we were giving the women too much time. And when you give people too much time, and they've not got the experience of fighting each other in the ring, and they haven't learned each other's styles and techniques, it can get a bit sloppy. But this was a short match, and there was a part in the match where Leva Bates she had the upper hand on Big Swole, and then she just stood there, like, she just stood there.
And to my left, JR's look under the black hat.
Wow, man, there was a black cloud over that double knees right to the lower back.
How about that backstabber?
Backstabber.
Absolutely it is.
And then Big Swole got up, and she was like, what the fuck, why is she not attacking me? So then Swole grabs her, and then Leva Bates fucked something up. So I think she just got her into like a back suplex or something. She just grabbed her and did a move to her, and then picked her up. Dirty Dancing, 1, 2, 3.
Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, has joined us. One of the top contenders for the AEW. I don't think Big Swole's on her driver's license, but
She's hit that dirty dancing.
she does have a big presence in the ring. You can't deny that.
Strong and athletic.
And I'm like, Leva Bates is an experienced wrestler. Like, she's not that green. So, what on earth went wrong there?
I don't know. It just seemed really awkward and really sloppy, and it just, to me, it looked like they weren't comfortable with each other in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And again, no experience to be in a wrestling ring. I can't say, but that's just what it looked like to me. They just didn't look comfortable with each other, which I'm guessing makes that a lot more difficult.
Yeah, I've done some wrestling training in the past, and it depends on there's different ways of calling a match.
I did not know this.
Oh, you didn't? Well,
No.
maybe I'll put a little clip in of me doing some training. But you can call stuff on the fly, which is really experienced wrestlers. An Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, they like to do stuff like that. Or you
John
can actually,
Cena.
you could do what I did when every guy's training to be a wrestler. They more or less plan every single move. So even in a short match, if someone forgets something or there's a miscommunication, oh boy, it can look sloppy. And to me, that's what happened here. Something, and it could have been Swole. It could have been a mistake that Swole made, perhaps, because Leva Bates is the more experienced. And I think Swole did what she could to cover it up, just grab her, do a move, and then do the finisher. Just take it home. But my critiques of the women's division as a whole is lacking so much. They need more storylines. Where was Nyla Rose? She wasn't here this week.
Who's number one contender right now?
Oh God, I think it's Shida.
Why isn't it Britt Baker?
Because Britt Baker's not rich. She's come out every week and talk shite with Tony Schiavone. She's again, she did
Which is amazing.
and she did some good promo stuff this week as well. You know,
Yeah,
she was hardly
she's
there.
really good.
Tony got the cup that was spelt wrong again.
Nice. Big John. You're a star, man.
I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. Not sure what's going on. They need more storylines. They got rid of the Nightmare Collective. That's good. They're teasing some stuff with Statlander. Kind of like she's not going to be an alien anymore. I don't know if I like that, because her alien gimmicks, it's different and it's cool. So unless she's up for changing her gimmick, I quite like it. So I don't know. That was it. Dirty Dancing. 1, 2, 3. Something went wrong.
Yep.
Now, let's get to my favourite part of the night. Cody Rhodes comes out to cut his promo.
Eccentric entrance comes out.
And you don't like his entrance.
It just, like, I don't hate it. It just, like, it seems way bigger than everybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even Jericho's isn't that big.
What was strange was, I mean, you've got Fight TV with me, right? So,
yeah.
During the commercial break, we're watching Cody, and he's like, camera guy's awesome. Ringside, the doctor's awesome. You know, he's putting over all the people that don't get screen time. Yeah. And then as soon as it cuts to the show, he's into series mode. And to me, that was a bit of a mad. If you're watching live on TNN or TNT, you don't notice. It looked perfectly fine to you. But when you're watching on Fight, it was like a complete, like he just.
Yeah, it's a complete 360 in a span of like 30 seconds. He goes from thanking the crowd and getting the crowd all hyped up to being in a deep conversation, deep thought about his loss to MJF, which again, I called.
You called that. Jeez, alright, okay. Smart arse. But his reason I thought was quite cool to come out and say, just come out here Man to man, look me in the eye and say you beat me fair and square. That's all I want.
Yeah.
And again, to me, that makes logical sense as part of the storyline.
And MJF can do that and have a straight face, right? Like, he could say that and be like, yeah, I beat you fair and square.
Maybe. But he didn't come out. Instead, oh boy, did I lose my shit. Jake the Snake. Jake the fucking Snake. I mean, when I watched Dynamite, by this point it's 2 a.m, and I just exploded, man. Exploded. Jake the fucking Snake! It's Jake the fucking Snake, and he looks amazing. Jake the Snake! Because he looked evil. He's all dressed in black. He's got his head shaved at the side, and I'm just screaming at the TV.
Was it?
He's the exalted one.
Shaved, or was the one side shaved? Because I couldn't tell. You definitely knew the one side of his face or his head was shaved, but the other looked like there was still hair growing, and I was super confused.
I thought it was just the one side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the exalted one. I'm telling you that.
I mean, we met him on the cruise, and he looks completely different. He looks bigger, and he looks like he's young. He looks younger. I was like, what the fuck's happened to Jake the Snake? Like, I would have expected him to come out the way I remembered him on the cruise, which wasn't that long ago. But he looked awesome. He looked dark.
His promo was awesome.
Oh,
He's still one of the best talkers of all time.
So, I'm not here to praise you. I'm here to slay you. Wow. And he kept calling him Caesar, which kind of plays on what you think, Jordan, that Cody's a bit of a Caesar.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a dictator. Like, I don't truly believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I just believe that he has certain standards he believes are right for himself.
Yeah.
And because he's in a little bit of power, he makes sure of that.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, I'm not taking anything away, because Cody's amazing. I'm a big Cody fan. But I just don't like that it deters away from some of the other really good talent that they have.
And I liked his line where he says, it's taken me 20 years to get clean and to get right.
It's been 20 years for me, Cody. 20 years to get clean, to get right. And by God, I earned it.
That's a really good line.
So I'm going to come off as a bit of the offensive here. I'm sick of seeing all these wrestling sites and all these people that review Dynamite and everyone saying, I hope Jake stays clean this time. AEW's taking a risk taking him on. Everything that he's done in the past. And I'm like, do you know what? Cut this guy a fucking break. He's been to hell and back, literally. Yeah. Everyone's seen the resurrection of Jake the Snake. On the cruise, he was a gentleman. He was perfectly fine. He wasn't drinking at all. You know, he's with DDP. DDP's with him. He's there a lot of the times backstage at Dynamite, helping out with his, helping with the matches and things like that, and generally just with people's flexibility through the yoga and things. So get off his back, man. The guy's paid his dues, and he's not going to let anyone down. He's not going to let anyone down.
Like what? It's been how long has he been clean for technically now? Like 5-6 years?
It's been a while. He's had slip-ups along the way, of course you are, but...
Oh, of course, but he's put a solid amount of time in.
And he's got the right people around him.
Exactly.
The Rhodes,
that's the big thing.
The Nightmare family, and he's got DDP. And Tully's there. He's got other legends that are there. Friends that will be there to support him and help him. So I've got absolutely no worries about it whatsoever. The next line that he pulls out is that I'm not here to take the whole pie. I just want your share.
You see, I'm not in AEW to take the whole pie. Just your share.
Love it. Love it.
And then he's talking about he's got someone from the dark side. I'm pretty sure the word that he used was dark side.
The only reason I'm here is I have a client. The dark side will be coming to AEW.
God, I wish it was Undertaker, even though it's not, right? But how awesome would that be?
My honest, it's either going to be Archer, which at this point I don't believe it's going to be. I think it's going to be Brody Lee, because that just makes the most sense.
Everyone's saying Brody Lee, everyone's saying Archer. I'm telling you, I am sticking to the Dark Order.
You're so fucking wrong.
Now, people have to understand that I said from the start, I'm calling Jake the Snake as the leader of the Dark Order. I actually forgot that he was meant to be one of the people in the running with Christopher Daniels to be the greater power for the Ministry of Darkness. I'd forgotten that Jake was one of them, but I called him from the start. And then I said he was going to be revealed this week on Dynamite, and he came out, but he wasn't revealed as the Exalted one.
Okay, let's clarify this. You said the Exalted one would be revealed. Yep. You did not say it was going to be Jake the Snake.
I did say it was going to be Jake the Snake. I'll edit the clip in. I've been saying it for weeks. It's Jake the Snake. I said Jake the Snake was going to be the Exalted one. And now that he's here, I am going to say that Jake the Snake is the Exalted one. Holy shit!
Well, I know you've said it, but this particular time I don't believe you said Jake is the Exalted one debuting tonight.
Yeah.
So you get like 3/4 of a point because Jake was there.
Well,
but not the Exalted one.
He's still the best promo in the business. Sorry, but he is. Some people said it was hard to hear him with his voice and that because it's really raspy now. That just added to it because you really have to listen in. Then you're listening into.
Well, that's how his promos always were. They were always like raspy but quiet, soft but methodical.
He didn't have to shout like Hulk Hogan and go crazy like Ultimate Warrior. That's what made the Undertaker really. Because Undertaker learned a lot from Jake when he spoke really slow when he first got into the business. But it's still the best. Still the best. I'd say Jake the Snake went backstage and came up with 60 different lines and just walked out and picked the 5, 6, or 7 that he thought were the best. I guess what he did. And the best one was when he said, "A wise man once told me not to turn your back on someone that you're afraid of or someone you respect." And then he just
throws the mic and then bails. Loved it. Loved it.
Yeah. A wise man once told me, never, ever turn your back on somebody you respect or you're afraid of.
Talk about powerful. Woo. I can't wait to see where this goes.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm interested to see when the debut is of who his client is and who it's going to be.
To have my very first ever favourite wrestler come out on Dynamite, and you're talking, for some people, this is the first time they've ever seen Jake the Snake. They've heard about him, some of the younger fans. Who is this guy? And to see him there, you're like, what? And I actually thought he was going to come out and blow smoke up Cody's ass, but that's the first thing he said is, "I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass," or whatever it was that he said. And he was just straight to the point. You're crying and bitching over a loss. I've never cried or whined over a loss in my entire career. It was almost like he was telling him you need to man up.
Yeah.
He's still got it. Chucky T versus Pac.
That was great.
So let's just get to the end of the story here, which was the formulation of Triangulos de la Muerte, Death Triangle.
We are Death Triangle, or as my amigos would like to say, Triángulo de la Muerte.
What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I like
folk
it.
are saying the name
I
shit,
like the name, but
just
I
use the
think
Spanish version. Just say it in Spanish.
Yeah,
it's better if you use the Spanish translation of it.
Yeah, but it's nice because then it gives Pac something and it gives the Lucha Brothers something, and I want them to like take over and be like the Lucha Brothers are tag champs, and Pac has the heavyweight title.
Or the triple champs when that comes.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you attack Orange Cassidy, you're going to get instant heat.
Yep.
And
guy's over like Rover.
Penta's biting his ear and all that. Yep. Loved it.
He said nobody was safe. And right, biting him on his ear for God's sake. Good Lord.
It was cracking. One thing I just want to call out was that freaking move that Chucky did from the top rope into a driver. I thought he killed Pac. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That was insane. I just have to call that out.
Yeah. Chucky T's really good, too. I haven't really watched much of him.
Very talented.
But I was very, very impressed.
Right. QT.
But then I also saw the video where, just after this, where he went into some old indie show and he goes and screams at two kids and makes them cry.
He makes them cry, that's right. His gimmick used to do that. He used to always make kids cry. So he's like the least focused on member. But now Pac's beaten every member of them in singles matches. So now we can do the trios match, which is next week. They've got their trios match next week. After that, we had QT versus Hager. And this was a bit of a squash match.
Yeah,
it's been announced
to be expected.
Dustin and QT are now a tag team.
Yeah.
And then I guess the story here was the end of the match when it all kicked off. And Proud and Powerful were doing a beatdown. Cody Rhodes runs down. Ortiz hits Cody with a chair.
Yeah.
Matt Jackson runs down, and then the best part of the whole thing, Hangman staggers out with his one beer.
Yeah.
Again,
one beer.
Puts it down, holding a beer, gets in the ring, and he starts laying out everyone battering him, and then Hager throws him over the top rope. He sort of does that whole, whoa, holding on, I'm a bit drunk.
Yeah.
Flips over, buckshot lariat, finger to Matt Jackson.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
I like it. I like the story because they're still making... Hangman is being a very relatable character right now.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I know personally that's what I kind of look for.
Yeah.
Because I can't relate to a lot of these guys, but I can relate to Hangman a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I like to have a good beer now and again.
Who doesn't like beer and whiskey? Who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly.
Responsibly.
Someone trying to steal your thunder? Yeah, that's not cool. That's not going to happen.
And he's got all the beers at the end. He's got like 6 beers, and I tell you, folk will think he went backstage and ditched them. He'd have drank them. He would have kept them and drank them. He said on Twitter about, I can't believe fans would give me $100 worth of beer.
Yeah.
How much does that cost? So firing on from there. Fantastic promo by MJF.
Yep.
When he was cutting a promo, saying he's going for the World Championship. He's going for the gold.
And that legacy will read as follows: MJF, the greatest world champion in the history of professional wrestling.
Yep.
That's what I want to see him. I want to see him. He's beat Cody, take it to the next level, and then he unveils his I Pinned Cody t-shirt.
Denver? Who knew, man? Crazy.
Yeah.
I like that. I love that sort of Shane McMahon when he used to do I Beat the Big Show, or the Big Slow, and which way did he go, and all that. I like that type of heel, and that's what MJF is doing at the moment. And I loved it. He said something about pinning mats and shagging rats, as in ring rats.
Yeah. Pinning shoulders on mats and banging rats, a.k.a. winning.
Yeah. Pumping all the ring rats. Let's just say I know a few of them. At least said about that, they're fucking better. And then his best line was he says, I guess you could say that's a little bit distracting. A bit like a neck tattoo. I was like, oh.
Yes, I agree. And because he brought that up, I want to just talk about this. I really, really like the actual tattoo.
I like it. I like the tattoo.
It's a very, very nice tattoo. What confuses me, and I know he said about he didn't want to have to cover it up and this and that, but from going to having Dream right here
to a massive tattoo,
just to a massive neck tattoo.
That a suit covers up, by the way, and he wears a lot of suits, so
yeah, it just seems super odd to make that jump.
I just don't like the one little bit that sort of goes on his, not his, what would be
like
his face,
up into here, right?
Yeah, I don't like that. Just that one little bit. But see, once it fades a little bit, tattoos, man. Once look at the colour in that Joker.
I would almost rather if he got it like on the back of his neck.
But once it fades, once these fade, I mean, these were all dead bright at one point and quite garish.
I don't know.
Give it 12 months, you'll be like, that looks cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
Main event
That's
time.
That's just my rant on that.
That is your rant on the tattoo. Everyone's got a rant on it. Everyone's got. I'm gonna.
I love the tattoo. Just weird placement. Weird to go from here to here, but.
You did talk about it on the road to Denver, which
yeah.
You're going to see our own road to Denver. We're going to Denver next week, and I've actually got a little my little parody set up around that, which I think it'll be funny. No one will think it's funny, but I think I'm funny. Right, main event time. Y2J, Chris Jericho versus Sammy versus Mox versus Darby Allin. Holy shit!
Chris and Sammy versus Mox and Darby.
Now, the match didn't get started because Mox got jumped.
Yeah.
See those fans? Those fans are dicks. You could have told Jon Moxley, hey, there's the Inner Circle sitting there with masks on. You could have told him. Give the guy a heads up.
Yeah.
Champion.
Wait. What the heck? Brains at least.
Yeah, there you go.
Come on.
That was cool the way they beat him down, took him out of the match, got him backstage, and then after the brawl, Jake Hager gets his choke on his submission, which it doesn't look that great, but it depends on who's selling it. Knocks him out, and then that takes us back to the ring where Darby Allin is basically, it's a 2-on-1 handicap match.
Yeah.
Darby Allin was just, this boy was, they just built him up even more and made him more like a star.
Yep.
When Jericho was in the ring, Darby was getting more offense. When Sammy was in the ring, Sammy was getting all the heat. So again, Jericho, the way, and I know Jericho booked this match, he made Darby look more like a star by getting over on him and by making Sammy look more of a heel and more of a star by taking all the heat. Genius.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, again, this was awesome. Sammy is really, really good. I like every week I look at it and go, how does this kid keep getting better and better every week?
I know. The
He
two of them.
He just somehow does it.
They're just
Like the flying knee that he got Darby with when Darby was like climbing over the rope.
That flying knee, gosh. It's almost like, to me, Darby's a mini Mox and Sammy's like a mini Jericho. So when watching them squaring off, I love the bit where Darby tags himself in.
Yeah.
He tags himself with a hot tag and then he fires himself up against Jericho. And I love the bit where Jericho and Sammy do the pose. They're like that and they're posing. That was so cool, man. They're really rubbing it in the fans' faces, and the more they rubbed it in the fans' faces, the more they got behind Darby.
My favorite part about the pose was they show one guy in the crowd just going, just super disappointed.
Disapproved. And then he did the coffin drop from the outside onto everyone.
Yep.
Darby, man. And then that brings... So after... Oh, Jesus. My reaction to this. I knew that was a Judas effect to Darby Allin. And it's legitimately took him out. He's injured.
Yep.
Suicide... Oh! I think he hit him with a Judas effect.
He might actually have hit the Judas effect. I think he did.
Yeah, he hit the Judas effect.
Sammy.
Guevara Darby. Oh! Flying inward.
Better look. You're right. Oh, absolutely. I thought he stepped out of the way. He just turned the Judas effect on target.
Great timing.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm. He's legitimately injured. I mean, he did a suicide dive. Tope suicida. Q Excalibur shouting Tope suicida.
Yep.
Into the Judas effect. How they come up with this finish, I don't know. But as soon as he got rolled in the ring, and I think it was Sammy that pinned him. It was at that point it was over. All she wrote. And you shouldn't come back from that anyway. And then Moxley, better late than never, comes down the ramp with a steel chair. Starts taking names on everyone.
He's going to use the weapon, I can tell you that.
Oh my God, he threw it right at Jake Hager.
Look at Moxley. He's a wild animal right now.
But the upper hand...
Numbers game.
Moxley gets the beat down. He gets taken up to the ramp. And, well, what happens at the top of the ramp? It was a bit karmatic. A bit of karma, in a way. Getting the Shield powerbomb.
Oh, no. They can't do this. Not.
Oh, God! Moxley powerbomb off the stage.
Through the table.
Yep.
And then at the end, they were all giving the middle finger to Moxley, every member of the Inner Circle.
Like I said, JR, these guys right now are unstoppable, seemingly.
Yeah.
But Jericho said that the Inner Circle were going to take over.
And they should. They really should.
Mm-hmm.
Make them look dominant.
It's about time they became more NWO.
Yeah.
Not to that extreme of interfering in every match, but the segments they're in, they just have to be dominant and do outlandish things.
Yeah, exactly.
Outlandish!
Yeah. And that was another great week of Dynamite.
Another fantastic week of Dynamite. Again, apart from Swole and Leva Bates, it would have been a 5-star show for me.
Yeah.
Just wondering what's going on there with the women's divisions. Apart from that, I think it from a show coming off a big pay-per-view, it did a really good job of tying up some loose ends in some of those storylines, progressing ones that needed to progress, and setting up new ones, whether it be Jake the Snake, and who is this mystery guy from the dark side is. MGF, I'm moving on to the world title now, but I'm still going to keep winding up Cody as I go along. I'm looking forward to next week. More so to see my boys, the Butcher and the Blade, get another win. Who do you think the mystery partner's going to be for Hangman Adam Page?
I honestly don't know. I don't know.
Really?
Maybe Moxley.
I think that would make the most sense, would it not?
Yeah. Maybe Archer, but most likely Moxley.
Because think of the dynamic. Moxley and Hangman would have to get along. And they're kind of being pushed together. So if you combine the two of them together, you kind of get Stone Cold Steve Austin. Because Moxley's the Hellraiser, doesn't care, and Hangman's just drinking beer all the time. So you put them together, you kind of get Steve Austin. So I'd love to see the dynamic between the two of them and how they would get along as a tag team. I think that'd make for some really good television.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, 4 out of 5 for me. That's who I'm rating it.
I'd say about 4 out of 5 for me too. 3.75 out of 5.
Look forward to seeing what comes up this week on Dynamite. And remember, everyone, to give us an Orange Cassidy style thumbs up. Whether you like the video or not, give it a thumbs up. If you really like it, if you kind of like it, just, Orange Cassidy style. And keep smashing the subscribe button. Man, we're up to like 650 subscribers now, or something like that.
Look at us go.
We're doing well, so we appreciate everyone subscribing and the support. It's been crazy. I'm just going to look just now, do a quick subscriber check. Yes, 655. So thank you very much. Keep it going, and we'll keep coming back.
We will see you in Denver.
Oh, we will see you on the road to Denver. And boy, have I got some things planned for some videos when we're over there. My creative juices are flowing. So we started off with the promo that Jon Moxley was trying to do. Oh shit. My microphone was away over there. There's a good chance it didn't pick up half of that. Motherfucker. If I need to do that again, I'll fucking do it again on my own time. Right. Here we go. We hope you stick around, and we hope you like and subscribe to the channel, because it would mean so much to us. So you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button. And we'll see you on the next one. Over and